Every day, more than 2 billion documents and emails are added to Microsoft 365. Often this data is unstructured, and traditional methods of manually processing and managing all of this content at scale come up short. For this reason, Microsoft recently announced Microsoft 365 Backup, a native functionality allowing organizations to not only ensure that their Microsoft 365 data is protected, but protected at unprecedented speed and scale. Furthermore, Microsoft has also released a set of APIs, allowing partners to integrate their solutions into the newly announced service. This means you'll be able to take advantage of a very low RPO speed and scale that Microsoft 365 Backup provides, with the added capability of being able to recover Entra ID, formerly known as Azure Active Directory, users and groups. All this while leveraging expanded data protection across Microsoft 365, included added protection for Microsoft Teams, hybrid Azure, and multi-cloud environments. Plus, data threat analytics, data security posture, and the powerful cyber recovery that Rubrik customers have grown to love inside Rubrik Security Cloud. Let's take a look. Here we are in the main dashboard for the Microsoft 365 Backup Storage integration. We can see that we already have a subscription added. However, if we needed to add another, it's as easy as selecting Add Subscription. From there, you simply need to provide a one-time OAuth credential into your M365 subscription, and Rubrik will handle the rest, creating the required objects within Entra ID in order to integrate with M365 Backup Storage, along with the permissions to all the individual services that will be protected, such as Exchange, OneDrive, and SharePoint. In terms of assigning an SLA to the new M365 Backup Storage integration, things work differently than you might be used to if you're a Rubrik customer. First off, M365 Backup supports only one policy per object type, meaning we can have a policy for Exchange, a policy for OneDrive, and a policy for SharePoint. And these policies are applied at the object type parent level rather than the individual users, groups, and sites. Also, M365 Backup policies contain only one RPO and retention value, but as you can see, it can be very aggressive. Here, we're creating a policy that will take a backup every 10 minutes and retain that data for 6 months. And that's really all you need to do. Rubrik will issue the corresponding API calls back into M365 Backup Storage in order to create the backup policy for us. And M365 will handle orchestrating all of the snapshots and data lifecycle operations after the corresponding policy is activated, either through Rubrik Security Cloud or Microsoft 365 Backup Storage. From here, your data management processes within Rubrik Security Cloud act the same way that Rubrik customers are used to with other supported objects that Rubrik protects. RSC goes out and discovers and inventories all of our users, groups, and SharePoint sites like it always has. We can explore these objects just as we've always done. Drilling into the SharePoint site here, I can see we get the same calendar-based layout with a green checkmark indicating that we have snapshots existing on that day. Further drilling into a certain date gives us a list of all the individual snapshots taken. And as you can see, we do indeed have quite a few. In fact, we see snapshots taken every 10 minutes, just as we have instructed our policy to do so, throughout the entire day. Having such an aggressive RPO implemented is a delight to any backup administrator. Being able to recover a user's mailbox, a user's OneDrive account, or an entire SharePoint site on 10-minute intervals drastically decreases an organization's risk of data loss, and the performance behind both the backup and restore processes both minimizes costly downtime and provides a highly available data environment. Performing a recovery is very simple. And what's unique about Rubrik is how we can actually recover Entra ID. Because in the case of a credential compromise, recovering Entra ID is a critical first step to recovery. So we can actually recreate Microsoft Entra ID objects, restoring your critical data with roles, permissions, and cross-object relationships all kept intact. And then for data recovery, we simply find our desired RPO or what point in time we would like to recover to, select Recover, and then simply select Recover again to confirm our choice. From here, the respected recovery APIs are called within Microsoft 365. From here, only the data that has changed is recovered. In exchange terms, this means that you will always maintain your most recent versions of your healthy email items. This provides a very simple and efficient way to restore entire Microsoft 365 objects, whether it's one individual user or en masse by selecting hundreds or thousands of users. This new Rubrik integration with Microsoft 365 Backup Storage utilizes Microsoft's new backup APIs to enhance M365 recovery, performance, and scalability. It keeps data resilient and delivers a more comprehensive data protection solution with centralized data management in Rubrik Security Cloud. By providing not only security across M365 and other SaaS, hybrid, and multi-cloud environments, joint Microsoft and Rubrik customers can ensure business continuity by rapidly restoring in bulk, thus maximizing the recoverability and availability of their M365 data. To learn more about this upcoming integration, check out rubrik.com/Microsoft.